Today, Mars is a cold, dry desert. But it wasn't always this way. Billions of years ago, Mars was much warmer and wetter. It had a thicker atmosphere, perhaps even oceans of liquid water. What happened to turn this once promising world into the barren wasteland it is today? The answer lies in the loss of its atmosphere. This story is a cautionary tale for our own planet, Earth. We too have an atmosphere that protects us from the harshness of space. And like Mars, we have a magnetic field that helps to keep that atmosphere in place. But unlike Mars, our planet is still teeming with life. The fate of Mars serves as a stark reminder of the importance of protecting our planet's atmosphere and magnetic field. For in the vastness of space, they are the shields that safeguard life as we know it. What happened to Mars can happen to Earth if we are not careful and fail to heed the warnings of the cosmos. Let's turn back the clock to early Mars, billions of years ago. Imagine a planet with a thick atmosphere, a gentle breeze rustling through ancient Martian ferns. Rivers and lakes, perhaps even oceans, grace the surface, reflecting the light of a younger sun. This was Mars in its youth, a world brimming with potential, perhaps even life itself. We see signs of ancient rivers and lakes and even evidence of a vast ocean. But this was not to last. Over millions of years, Mars lost much of its atmosphere, becoming the cold, dry world we know today. At the heart of Mars lies a clue to its transformation: its magnetic field. Deep within Earth, molten iron churns, generating a powerful magnetic field that surrounds our planet. This magnetic field acts as a shield, deflecting harmful radiation from the sun and protecting our atmosphere from being stripped away by the solar wind. Mars too once possessed a global magnetic field, much like Earth's. This magnetic field would have provided similar protection, shielding the Martian atmosphere from the sun's relentless onslaught. But unlike Earth, Mars's magnetic field was not to last. Billions of years ago, the Martian core cooled, and its internal dynamo, responsible for generating the magnetic field, began to shut down. With the core cooling, the once strong magnetic field weakened, eventually dwindling to a mere shadow of its former self. This event would have dire consequences for the red planet's atmosphere. Section 4. Stripped by the solar wind. The sun is a constant emitter of a stream of charged particles known as the solar wind. This solar wind, while essential for processes in our solar system, can also be destructive. When a planet is unprotected by a magnetic field, the solar wind can strip away its atmosphere, molecule by molecule. With its magnetic field faltering, Mars was left vulnerable to the solar wind's relentless assault. The once protective shield that deflected the charged particles was no more. Over millions of years, the solar wind chipped away at the Martian atmosphere. Like a sandblaster gradually eroding a stone carving, the solar wind stripped away the Martian atmosphere, carrying its molecules into the vastness of space. The once thick atmosphere, capable of supporting liquid water and potentially life, thinned and dissipated. Mars was losing its lifeblood, and its fate was sealed. Section 5. A cold and barren world. As the Martian atmosphere thinned, the pressure at the surface dropped. This had a catastrophic effect on the planet's ability to retain liquid water. With lower atmospheric pressure, the boiling point of water decreased. Rivers, lakes, and perhaps even oceans began to evaporate, their water transforming into vapor and escaping into space. The loss of the atmosphere also meant that Mars was no longer able to trap heat from the sun as effectively. The once temperate climate grew colder and harsher, temperatures plummeted, and the surface of Mars transformed into the frigid desert we know today. The planet that was once a potential haven for life, with flowing water and a clement climate, had become a cold, dry, and barren world. The loss of its atmosphere had transformed Mars into a desolate wasteland. Section 6. Earth's Lesson. The story of Mars is a cautionary tale for our own planet. It highlights the crucial role of a planet's magnetic field in protecting its atmosphere. We are fortunate that Earth still possesses a strong magnetic field, shielding us from harmful radiation. However, Earth's magnetic field has fluctuated in strength throughout history. We should not take our planet's habitability for granted. We must be mindful of our impact, ensuring we do not weaken our protective shields. The fate of Mars reminds us to safeguard our planet's delicate balance.